Drake has officially settled his legal dispute with iHeart Media over Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us." But let's be real, whole thing is far from over. I don't think these two will be, going to any symposiums together anytime soon. I think it's dead for the foreseeable future between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. If you missed the drama, here's the short version. Drake accused iHeartMedia of taking illegal payments payola from Universal Music Group to boost radio airplay for Not Like Us. Basically, he's saying that the industry was breaking the game against him. Now, we do know that Drake and iHeart reached a quote-unquote mutual resolution, but no details were given as to what that means. Maybe it. If iHeart paid him, we really don't know who got what. We just
I can tell you one thing.
What happened?
iHeart didn't give him no money because they ain't got nothing to give. That I can tell you. That's a fact.
So here's the question. Since this is now one thing that's settled, and Drake seems to have some more in the pipeline, was Drake right to push back on this, or we'll just come back to bite him for radio airplay?
I think in this situation, Drake wins, but I think that it's if I'm iHeart, I'm looking at him sideways because from what I understand, my sources told me that basically Drake accused them of taking money to play the song or whatever, but they somehow proved that they didn't do that. They showed him paperwork that this is not what happened. This is why we played it. We're not really an innovative company, so we just play whatever we are told to play. That's just simply what they did, and that's just what it is. And Drake said he's okay with that. I think this will hurt Drake in the long run because you specifically named them, and now you're saying
and the biggest radio company in the world.
And then you're like, oh, now I'm going to take that back. So now I think people are going to look. I think iHeart still plays music, but I think other people named in this lawsuit will be like, he reneged on that. So clearly the rest of this is BS too.
Yeah, but also you have to understand, as you do, Dex, understand that Drake was getting preferential treatment, whether he was paying for it or not.
Yeah.
Across radio in the United States.
I don't understand why he did
not
this.
Being an American as that. Drake was getting preferential treatment with a lot of his records getting a lot more spins than they should have been because they weren't that popular songs. But he was always getting played, right? So I have to think this is going to come back to bite him. Eric, as someone who is a rap beef savant, if you would say, do you think this makes Drake look weak that he's filing lawsuits left and right about?
Aubrey been looking weak, so this is nothing there. Okay. He ain't been standing on business for a minute, so this is no different. He's Canadian. He don't care.
Kyle, you still stand by your Drake's doing the right thing sort of take? Because Family Matters was a better song.
Say this again. I'm sorry. That last part.
Family Matters was a better song a few weeks ago on the show.
I don't like Not Like Us. I think I made that very clear. But do I think Drake did the right thing with the lawsuit? Yeah, I keep telling you guys, I do think it was the right thing to do. Now, did Drake benefit from the same thing that he accused them of doing? Yes, I agree with that as well. But I think that the lawsuit shed light, if you actually read through some of what he's alleging, shed light on just that music industry practice that in the long run, I do believe could help a lot of lesser artists.
Okay, but
not really that I care.
But Todd, do you think it made sense for him to name iHeart in this?
Yeah, you don't think this harm him at the end of the day, and you're the one who said that he was doing this as well.
This part here, what we're talking about, you don't think he looks crazy here?
Specific part, I wouldn't necessarily. Again, I wouldn't necessarily attack things the way Drake did it, but I do think it had merit. I think it had a lot of merit, and he should have just had through.
Yeah, but now
no one was calling in requesting Family Matters.
But I think what's also weird about this is that if you're saying that they paid to get this done, and the people who you're saying they paid essentially is iHeart, and now you're saying okay, we're gonna settle this outside of court, this is not a thing, we're gonna leave it alone. Where's your case at this point?
Family Matters didn't even have a chorus. You're over here getting behind a song that.
Why do you keep trying to put the ball with him? He has a preference. He don't like the song.
It's stupid. It's a stupid preference because he's just trying to be different.
Here's the thing. People this is a weird position that you guys put me in on this show. And I'm not this huge Drake fan. I'm really not. But we're collectively just in this weird trance.
It's
Where
not
we're
a trans.
no, it's like we're just like pretending like we obviously hate this guy. We always have, right? And then it's like anybody who can take him down, please do.
That's
So
not
you're gonna line up behind this person no matter what. I mean, the song was not that good. I didn't think it was that great. We really hyped it up. Like
first of all,
it wasn't that great. Like
we started last year. I think it was March.
I mean, come on.
When I declared that Drake was his
I listened to
universal.
some of his new music, and it was.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
You guys are like acting like he's just.
Let me finish.
Like
I
he's
mentioned that
right.
Drake was as universal as potato chips. Did I not say that? I said, how can you not like Drake? His music is just ubiquitous with just a good time, and it's just non-bothersome music. So I was the one who came through with that.
Yes, and can we just real quick just say like where that conversation stemmed from? It stemmed from me saying I'm not a Drake fan anymore, and you call me stupid, and then you said Drake is universal and all these other things like this. Ty, I have to disagree with everything that you just said because like I do feel like Jason and I we flip flop a lot when it comes to Kendrick and Drake. Lately, Jason has just been drinking the Kool-Aid, but like overall, I think we're pretty fair when it comes to this. You don't be listening to us.
That's it.
I call this a universal glaze, and you guys know, like we're accepting this ridiculous, like we're accepting this ridiculous hype up of this guy who's okay, like, and I'm not buying a revolution.
Okay,
No,
that's enough for me.